Hey everybody, Alex Miller at Capneon here. I'd like to go through another example of how you can use Ghost PII to accomplish useful work on data without need of that data being ever unencrypted or in the clear. And I'd also like to explain a little bit about how this can let you accomplish something in business that you might not otherwise be able to at all. So just for fun, I'd like to put a narrative on this. I know a lot of us look around these days and feel disgusted by the low quality of macarons that are available for sale. So I've decided to do something about it. I'm going to open a macaron store. And some of you may have had this experience. You get excited and you put your new gig on LinkedIn, and right away you discover there are people all over the world that want to sell you XYZ related to your business. So let's imagine that people are trying to sell me leads of people who might want to eat macarons. And a big challenge around buying data is that if you get to see the data, well, you've got the data, and why would you pay for it? And if you don't get to see the data, is it any good? Anybody can write down a list of emails that's not necessarily a list of good leads. So I'm going to show you how you can resolve this problem. Now you're going to recognize some standard Python tools here. The purpose of Ghost PII is to let you do things you were doing in the Python open source ecosystem before, but to do them on encrypted data. Now here I have a list of information about a number of fictitious people. Normally, the point here would be that I wouldn't see this in plain text. I would only see the encrypted data, but I'm going to show you the data so you can follow the story. I'm going to approach the narrow question, are these potential leads even close enough to my store to be viable? And you see here I've stuck myself in at the bottom, and I just want to compute how close everybody is to me. The point here is really, if I had the plain text, I could just run off with it and not pay. If I didn't have the plain text, how do I know if it's any good? This is an embodiment of the encrypted data, and I'm going to use it below to compute how close everybody is to me, but I don't actually have to see where they are. So we're just going to compute a simple distance formula. We're ignoring the curvature of the Earth, but if you really wanted to put in the sine and cosine to get it just right, you could. The punchline here is that I use this encrypted data up here to compute the distances between all those different leads and my store. And I did this without actually seeing where any of them were. And then here I get a punchline. This is in miles. Actually, all these leads were really far away from me, and I don't think anybody is flying trans-Pacific to buy my macarons. They're very good, but it's just not realistic on day one. So here I've been able to evaluate whether this set of leads is any good. It's not any good. And I was able to do this in a way that ensured the seller that I wasn't going to cheat on the terms of the evaluation.